r/AskReddit by Redmond Dtes. Cooks of Reddit, what's one fancy technique that's actually super easy, but impress everyone? Use shallots instead of onions. They're just small onions, but they taste a little different. Restaurants use them a lot, and so people will think it's fancy. Get a bunch of small tomatoes still on the vine, that is cherry or grape tomatoes. Put them on a frying pan on very low heat, with nothing else. No oil, no salt, nothing. 5 to 10 minutes later you'll have delicious charred roasted tomatoes still on the vine. It looks fancy and tastes delicious, and the only secret is, to quote Tony Bourdain, don't fuck with it. Whenever a cream sauce starts to separate, I add an ice cube and whisk some more, along with turning down the heat. The sauce comes back. I used to be a chef, and I'll share this technique or method of the best and easily the most simple way of cooking broccoli. Here it goes. Bring a cooking pot with chicken stock to a boil. Lid on. Put the fresh broccoli florets in the pot. Lid off. Turn the heat off when the stock with the broccoli starts to boil. Lid stays off. And if you're using an electric stove, take it away from the stove eye. It's important the boiling process stops. When the florets have sunk to the bottom of the pot, it's done. Plus minus 8 minutes. This is by far the best way of cooking broccoli because it's perfectly cooked, texture-wise. The color turns into an intense fancy green and is the best ever. Taste of pure broccoli with a nice background flavor of the stock. There's no need for a timer or whatever. It's all visual. Stock can be reused. Every use will add more broccoli flavor to the stock. Ideal for a last-minute cooking. So, there you go. Bon appetit. Buy some ring molds. Everybody think you got a Michelin star when your food is perfectly circular. Regular mashed potatoes? Ring mold. Now worth $55. Source: ring mold. James Beard Award. Dish seasoned, but tastes like it's still missing something. Probably needs something acid, like lemon juice or vinegar. Cook with a hand towel on shoulder. Look fancy making mac and cheese. Quick pickle julienned red onions. Not only are the onions themselves great for garnish or whatnot, but the pickle liquid is a great combo of sweet sour salt that can be added to countless sauces or vinaigrettes, etc. I prefer to use 1:1 rice vinegar, cane sugar with a splash of water, and a large pinch of salt. I'm a private chef these days, and I use it for so many things. So many main dishes start with this simple process. Brown your meat in a hot pan with oil and butter to create the fond. Remove and cook your aromatics, onions, shallots, garlic, etc. Add cooked flour for the roux. Add the base of your sauce, stock, milk, wine, cream, etc. Simmer and finish off with whatever else is in your recipe, or make up your own. There are literally thousands of variations on different meats and cuisines, or flavor profiles, that all start with this simple method. Buy a wand stick or immersion blender to make smoother sauces and aioli. Pan sauce is the cheat code. After searing chicken or steak, pour off extra fat, add a splash of wine or broth, scrape the brown bits, reduce, turn off the heat, whisk in cold butter, season, spoon over. Instant restaurant vibes. Cooking things Wellington, which is just cooking things wrapped in puff pastry. Beef and mushrooms is the traditional, but a pork tenderloin or a salmon fillet is as good or better. Back in the day these were considered haute cuisine, because making puff pastry is complex and tedious. But these days it's available frozen, and is just as good as handmade. If you're having trouble with excess oil in a cheese sauce, adding sodium citrate will keep the oil from separating from the cheese. It has zero impact on flavor, and will give you a smoother, creamier sauce. If you're cooking, and feel like something's missing, it often just needs salt. Not really a technique, just a general rule of thumb that has never steered me wrong. Sure, sometimes you add a little salt and it still needs something else, but often it's just the salt. Either salt or acid. Biggest mistake home cooks make. Overcrowding their pan. Stop overcrowding your pan to avoid food from steaming instead of roasting. You will taste a whole new set of flavor profiles. Life pro tip for Indian food. Use fresh ground spices instead of pre-ground spice powders. This is more expensive and time consuming to do regularly. So this is an optional tip only for people who regularly cook Indian food. Learn basic sauces. Bechamel, roux, beurre blanc, hollandaise, ragus, marinara. Learn them other sauces if you want. Remember to pack dry old proteins if you're trying to get a sear or caramelization on the meats, Maillard reaction. Beef steaks, roasts, prime ribs, primal cuts all take far more salt than you think. If you want those bright green, restaurant style veggies, then blanch them first by doing a quick boil in rolling boiling water, then quench in an ice bath. Shake dry in a strainer, then saute them quickly in a little fat, oil or butter, with seasoning of your choice before serving. Learn to take fish fillets and salmon steaks off the heat before they are completely cooked, as they will finish with residual heat on a plate. Overdone fish is not good. Shrimp, crab, and lobster all cook very fast from a thawed state. Overcooking results in rubbery seafood. Store-bought puff pastry is your friend for the fanciest and tastiest super quick appetizers and desserts. Every week, buy a whole chicken. You should be able to get them for $10 or less. Throw the chicken and some aromatics in a pot. Make your own chicken stock. Put it in everything. Make rice with it. Make sauces. Use it as a base for soups. Drink it hot out of a mug. Once you become a person who always has homemade stock in the fridge, you'll wonder how you ever did without. You all still got $10 chickens? Costco has 2 for $10 around my place. It's awesome. 2 tablespoons of butter? Nah, I think they meant 2 bricks of butter. Even better, if the dish can use butter, it can always use more butter. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.